Do you feel unworthy? Go on, tell me. Do you, sorry, there we go. Do you feel unworthy? Now, I know that is a big question, and it's a pretty confronting question, so like it's all right. You don't have to like specifically answer to me, but it's the question I'm asking this morning. So hi, I'm Kylie Ansett. I am the Alignment Whisperer, and I help to guide people who are seeking alignment to access their inner wisdom. Let's put that back up there. And to empower them to connect their head, their heart, and their hand. So what do I mean by that? Connecting the way they think, their thoughts, and the way they feel, their heart, and what they do in the world, how they show up. So if that sounds like something that you would like to find out more about, then that's what this is all about. So this, I'm coming to you from beautiful Sydney, Australia. And can I just tell you that that picture behind me doesn't even do it justice. And I have got the glitters on. You can see, like, look at that. Everything's, I've got the glitters on this morning, but it is beautiful Sydney today. And it's beautiful because we've just had like 2 weeks of rain. And now it's spring sunshine, and it's just, everything's like fresh and like ready to just turn into some kind of jungle out there. Anyway, this is your daily dose of alignment. Worthiness is the topic today. And look, I know it kind of feels a little bit, heavy because it's a big topic. And to be honest, worthiness or feeling unworthy, did you know that that is at the basis of it all? Everything, all of your limiting beliefs, all of your stuck emotions, all of your like, why did I say that? Why doesn't this work out for me? If you have that kind of self-talk, that's my cat scratching a basket there. If you have that sort of self-talk, then let me tell you that you're not alone. Everyone does it from time to time, but it doesn't help you, right? I'm sure you are aware how little that self-talk helps. But here's the thing, the basis of it all is feeling unworthy. So, you know, I'm hardly going to fix the problems of worthiness or lack of worthiness in this little live stream, but I'm addressing it. I'm bringing it out. I'm shining a light on it, which is what I do. I help to bring it to your awareness, because here's my belief. As I said in my intro, if you are a seeker of alignment, if you are a seeker of someone who wants to align yourself with your inner wisdom, then understanding some of the things that drive you can help take you in that direction. So, you know, it's not about being perfect and never having these feelings. It's about acknowledging them and then allowing them to move on and out and seeing them for what they are, which is not something that should be driving or motivating us, you know, at any given time. So that's kind of my goal for this short little live stream, is to just shine a light on that and just see what, you know, where this feelings of worthiness or lack of worthiness come from, and how we can begin to address them so that we can shift them from our existence, and, you know, have an existence that's not driven by something that is so, I guess, debilitating. Does that make sense? Are you with me? Are you hearing what I'm saying? So look, one of the things that I think instigates or encourages this feeling of not being worthy is actually if we spend a lot of time looking to others. If you need approval or validation from someone else to feel worthy, well, if you feel unworthy unless you get that, then it obviously sets you up for a lot of feeling unworthy because other people don't play nice. Like, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they going around like just completely giving us all the attention and all the validation and doing all the things the way we want them to? Why aren't they doing that? They don't play nice. And so here's the thing, if you are looking to others to shore up your feelings to make you feel worthy, what that is just doing is giving you an opportunity to realize that actually there is a feeling of unworthiness there. And Others will never fill that gap, ever. It doesn't matter whether they're a soulmate. It doesn't matter whether they're the best person in the world. They're not going to fill that gap. It's impossible for someone else to fill that gap. Now, of course, maybe in the short term when we first fall in love, for example, that can be a place where for a brief period of time, known as the honeymoon period, we do... We feel that this other person is making us feel worthy. Maybe another time might be, in our very early childhood when our mother just adores our every, burp and fart and pooey nappy, which only happens to the first child, just by the way. It gets old pretty quickly, but you know what I mean. That kind of validation that's fleeting. At a certain point, your mother goes, look, I am sick of this, whatever. So here's the point. You're never going to get it from outside. You're never going to get it from someone else. You're only going to get it from connecting with your inner wisdom, the part of you that knows intrinsically your worth, that you were born worthy, that you can't do anything to make you unworthy, that you inherently have worth. You have more worth than the most precious diamond in the world. You have more worth than the biggest bank vault in the world. You have more worth than the most popular, gorgeous movie star in the world. Your worth is inherent. And accessing that is a matter of just realizing that. Now, hello, that's easier said than done. Yes, it is. It's definitely easier said than done. But here's the thing. It's not about what you do. It's about who you are inherently, just not who you are as defined by your role as mother or your employment status or lack thereof or the book you've written or anything like that. It's not that's all about what you do. In none of it. It's inherently who you are. It's just inherently what makes you. You sprung from the womb fully worthy, and that never went away. The only thing that went away was your belief in it. That went away. Or maybe it's just gone on a short vacation and then it's going to come back. It's always there, and it's always it's not a journey. It's instantly accessible. The way to access it is to first of all believe it, and if you don't believe it, because most of us don't, so if you don't think you're alone. If you think, well, that's all very well, no, most of us don't believe it. But what I suggest to my clients, that they fake it until they make it. Now, I know that sounds a bit kind of facetious, but the thing is that just look. What's a really fun exercise is to find someone in the world that you think feels that they're worthy. Now, of course, the reality is just quietly they possibly, probably, potentially don't. But someone that you see, maybe a celebrity, or it may be someone in your family or in your, wherever. It's just someone that you think that person shows up as being worthy, they must feel worthy. Whether they are or not is not important for the purpose of this exercise. What I'm suggesting that you do is ask yourself, before you think or act or do certain things, what would this person do? This person who I believe feels they're worthy, how would they do this? Would they do this? Would they say this? Would they whatever? So you get what I'm saying? Now that's the fake it till you make it. If you act in the way that someone you perceive feels worthy acts, well, pretty soon that starts to feel a little more normal, because until you start doing it or thinking it or speaking it, it's hard to imagine even what that would look like. So that you just pretend. Now it's really interesting, because our brain doesn't kind of know the difference between pretend and real, especially if you immerse yourself into it. You jump in with both feet. It's really interesting, and it's quite it's a good exercise to trick your brain and start feeling, what would it feel like to feel worthy? And your feelings is all that matter. It's not about what you do. Like I said, it's about how you feel, okay? So if when you do this thing you feel good, then do more of it. Like, it's as simple as that. Do more of what makes you feel good and do less of what makes you not feel good. So let's say you've found that person and you're like, that person, you know, my auntie or my, you know, some celebrity or whatever, that's someone I think they feel worthy. So what would they do in this situation? Now, then you go and do it, or you say it like your auntie would, and you feel good after it. Fantastic. But what if you say it and you feel bad after it? Now, that's an indication that perhaps that wasn't in alignment. So, you know, and I'm not talking about bad because you're like, oh, how did I dare say that or do that? I'm talking about just like, was that really the way that they would have done it? Like, is that really how someone who feels worthy would speak? Now, and if you think, actually, no, probably not, then maybe your aunt is not the best person to use as an example. At the end of the day, the worthiness comes from within. So you can, if you're able to bypass looking towards someone else and just connect within, that's even better, because that's where the true, authentic, real, completely 100% belief and knowledge that you are worthy resides within you. So accessing that is going to be your fast track, short track to it. Yes, like that. Thank you. So that's kind of that is the hack. That's the shortcut to getting to it. But I understand that it's not always something that comes naturally. And if that's the case, then I'm going to suggest you try some of these little exercises that I've suggested just now in this live stream, and have a play around with them and just see if you can have a bit of fun with it, because there's so much heaviness around it. There's so much expectation. There's so much I should and shouldn't. And all of that just like makes you feel worse and makes you feel less worthy. So approach it from a light-hearted perspective. Approach it as a game. Approach it as something that you can't get wrong. And even if you feel that you did get it wrong, so what? Like, just keep going. Do it again. Just be kind of light and easy about it. So, I mean, look, here I am on these live streams, and it's so lovely that I've got some people here watching, but a lot of the time I don't. I'm just here all on my own. Poor old Kylie. I don't care, because I know that my message is important, and I'm not just blowing my own trumpet. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I truly believe that what I have to share is important. I know that the work I do with clients one-on-one is life-changing. Like, I'm not just saying that as a throwaway. It truly is life-changing, and quickly too. Like, people getting shifts, massive shifts. 180 type shifts that change entirely how they're showing up in the world and how they're doing things. So, I believe, I guess, in my own worth, or that's what I try to do most of the time. Like anyone, there's times where I wobble, where I stumble and doubt. Of course. And isn't it funny, this platform of the Facebook, where you can see how many people are watching, it's kind of like, there's my worthy number. No, I've actually got a little bit of paper over the top of it, so I can't even see if there is anyone there. I know there is sometimes, because you say nice things to me and you give me love hearts and all the rest of it, but belief in my message, belief in what I have to share as being more important than my ego, that's where I'm trying to come from. Now, doing it imperfectly, of course, but that's okay too. So I'm just going to have fun with it. Am I having fun? Damn straight I am. You better believe it. I am having fun. And the other place I have fun is over in my group, Addicted to Alignment. Now, what we do there is a chat with your inner being, which is just this really cool game. You come along and join in and play the game, because it is so much fun. So I do that every day in the group. And the other thing I'm offering in the group is a course that starts today, I think. Yes, it does. It starts today, and that is the fluidity of money, and it's really looking at the energy behind money and our connection and relationship with it, which is something that I want to learn more about. And I know the best way to learn is to teach, so I'm not pretending I'm an expert, but I sure as heck know how to channel intuitive messages from my inner being that are incredibly powerful. And so that's kind of what I'll be doing. Not like, it's not channeling, that's probably the wrong word, but I connect to that wisdom that I have, that you have, that we all have. So I practice connecting to that actively on a multiple times a day basis. And because I practice it so frequently, it's the channels are open, and so the free flow of that energy is there and happens. So I guess that's my only set of credentials here, because I've done that all my life, and I'm doing it more and more and more. And the more I do it, the more mind-blowingly, incredibly, like, just knowing how to be in the right place at the right time, how to all of that is happening. So that, you know, for me is the indication that, yeah, this is a good thing. Cool? Sound good? Anyway, go check out the group Addicted to Alignment. You'll see, you'll be able to find it easily just by looking for it. And thank you so much for playing with me in the Alignment Sandbox. This was fun, and until next time, know that the power is within you. Bye-bye.